Two special guests. Who's also a Bokator master. All right, can everyone hear us on this? Yeah? Okay, so because we have some special guests, I'm going to start off by letting them tell us what their connection to this film is, either the film or the content, and what brought them here to CTFF to speak with you all today. So I'll go ahead and start with our director and then go down to our special guests.
What was the question?
So your connection to the film, obviously you're a director, and what brought you to CTFF today?
Well, our connection to the film, Sandra and I were in Cambodia. We had found this amazing story. We heard about Grandmaster Samson, and the film sort of evolved out of that. As I was saying before, it meant to sort of be a story about the revival of Bokator, but as you see, we stayed with him for 5 years, and the story just continued to grow and grow and deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's, I guess, what brought me to make a film like this. In terms of the opportunity to screen it here, we felt initially when we spoke with the festival, we weren't really ready for it. We were a bit shy, I must say, but they kind of insisted and pushed us, and I'm really glad that they did.
Me too.
So my name is Sandra Lieb, I'm the producer on the film. And yeah, we can go into details about kind of how it came about later on. But yeah, it started with a short story, ended up being 7 years of our lives. And totally unplanned, but well worth it. We felt honored to tell this story, and we wanted to tell it the right way, and took the time. So yeah, and yeah, the reason why we're here is because we had this special opportunity to come to the festival, but also to connect with the Cambodian community here in Cambodia town, which is very important to us, and yeah, we thank for that.
So about all here, my name is Harawat Sam from Cambodia. This is my first time in America. I'm very excited to be here, especially to meet Bokator Khmer, and I got to speak Khmer with them. And thank you to Bokator to give this chance to me, and also thanks to Sandra and Mark that decided to make this film documentary because actually I will never forget what I've been through with my team, but the thing is I almost not pay attention on what we're getting through because I was really busy, but then after I watched this again, it's remind me a lot of stuff that we've been together, and I really love it. Okay, let's go to Canada.
It's really tough for me to see the film, see the culture. You know, I love my culture, but I miss it. Even though I've been here for more than half my life, I never forget where I'm coming from and what a martial art, Cambodian can bring people together, regardless of what. It's just the same like people say, food brings family together. Martial art is almost the same thing. Before I make a long story short, I want just to say thank you to Sandra, Mark. They are out from somewhere out, not my culture. They bring the culture together because of them. They have a heart. This is a big heart that that you never see that people spend time, own money, and try to make this happen. About my culture. Bokator is not just a martial art. Bokator is a lot deeper than what people know. I grew up, at a young age, like I explained to the rest of the people. Why I'm here now because of Bokator, because they disciplined me how to respect people, care, love. That's what I'm surviving here. I know what it takes to stay alive and make it happen here. But like I said, regardless of what, Jerome, Eric, is a foreigner. Look at them, and they represent Cambodian. That's a big. They're not, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I've been in the state, like I said, since 1981. I thought I'm the only one that tried to track down the Bokator. But no, there is a lot more that make me happy. And the film itself, I never cried, to tell you the truth. Right here, my heart dropped right here. Because this is the real, this is not just a picture, movie, make it happen. No, this is a real life. Cambodians go through so much. My people go through so much. Every family lost something. It's a matter of what. I lost all my uncle, I lost all my brother, I lost my sister, I lost everything. When I see the film, it pulled me back. That's what I support my people. My people, Cambodia is a rich culture. It's not like I said, well, I am born and raised here because I love my country. I say that. No, it's not that. My people is very generous, sweet. We never have a locked key door in our house in the previous. No, we trust each other, we love each other, and make long story short, thank you, Sandra, thank you, Mark, thank you, Brian, thank you, everyone here that brings, I have a lot more to say, but I don't want to take too much time here. So thank you for, thank you.
Filmmaking question and one martial arts question before I get it to the crowd asks. So as filmmakers, I wanted to know what kind of passion, vision, direction led you to make this film to be how it is. There is some unique element that I think you all agreed with me because I could hear you clapping, I could hear you sighing, laughing, getting more into it than most documentary films that I enjoy because I felt like I knew the people. I felt like I would hang out with them, I would go have a beer, they were whole human beings. Like I know you were friends, we didn't meet, I'm Sean. So it's really an intriguing film because of that, I think. So what led you to make it the way you made this documentary?
Big heart.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a personal thing for me. When I meet people, I like to take time and I like to get to the core of people. Because I figured we've all got our layers, and somewhere in there is a foundation. And things happen and through life, and especially in relationships, there's always some kind of conflict in relationships. But the question is, what is the intent? Why did it happen? What is the underlying, whatever. So when I saw some of the conflict happening early on, at least with the older masters, the surviving masters, and some of the parallels and the fear, the suspicion, the lack of trust, I began to ask a lot of questions and started doing a bit of digging and wanted to go further down. And same with Grand Master, and same with his disciples. And layers that I was able to uncover, I guess, just out of being curious, about sort of what motivates someone to be like that, or to, this kind of thing. So, I don't know, I guess it's it's just like an emotional curiosity more than anything, is to sort of explore and discover, and if there's nothing there, there's nothing there, but I think in this film I found quite a bit, so, you know, it's riddled with themes, like the father theme, the genocide, trauma, lack of trust, all this other stuff, which is just throughout the whole film, but at the same time there's so much more that I wanted to bring to the audience through this film, was the beauty of Cambodia, you know, and the integrity of the people, and the joy.
Yeah, I guess maybe two things, kind of like, one thing is for us, it was the first time we went to Cambodia in 2010. And we were so taken by this country, like we just loved everything, the culture, the people, the food, the beauty. And so that was one thing we also wanted to kind of represent in the film. So wherever we had a chance, we wanted to take that in, because there's a lot of Westerners which will hopefully see the film, which have never been to Cambodia. Maybe one day they will, or at least they have a better understanding of how special a country that is. The other thing is regarding the depth of the character, and so I guess initially we didn't plan to kind of spend a long time, because it was more to focus on the martial art, but then once we met the characters, and like Holland Tan, directing Sam Kim Sien and the whole family, we really kind of were taken, and then we kind of kept coming back, and yeah, at some point we thought we'd end in South Korea kind of on a high, but then we realized that there's so much more to the story, and we continue to come back and to film more, and I think that also, brought us really kind of close to the group, and really personally, like, fully vested in Bokator, and really truly interested in getting Bokator out into the world in the best way we can. But because we spent so much time, it all also became very difficult, because we had so many hours of footage. What will be kind of the best way of telling the story, and yeah, I think we're now at the point where we really can say, we're at least nearly there. So, yeah.
So for our two martial artists, you can go ahead and pass that name. So one of the core tensions we saw was, what does the future look like for Bokator? What is a positive next 5 years, 10 years? What should this generation be doing to take the mantle from the next generation? What do you want to see? What are you doing to help this survive?
I'm hoping that the next few years later, I hope Bokator will grow bigger and bigger, positive, because what we have done and what we have tried to promote and help to survive it, to put it alive again. I hope, especially Cambodian young generation, that's the most important, because let's start to ourselves first, to spread all, and then after spread all the others. So I really have a big hope to see it bigger and bigger, and also share to all the people around the world to know that Cambodia really has a very special culture and very traditional martial art, which is very special technique for all human beings to learn and to experience.
Before you pass that on, what was it like to see yourself doing some of that work on screen?
The real self, not the actors, the real self.
Yeah, it was so real, and I was like so shocked to see myself when I was young and speak like a shy girl, because that time I was really not so good in communicate with other people. And now I'm kind of being more brave and more confident because of the martial art taught me, and because the Grandmaster gave me so many lessons that I have learned from him. And it's bringing me back to the point, it hit the point, and this is the really big motivation that keep pushing me going forward, more forward to go further and to raise higher and to represent still of my country, Cambodia. And yeah, it really mean a lot to see. Well, it was funny. It was really funny, and I hope this film could push and could push our young generation here, also in Cambodia, to keep following and chase their dream. Because I came this far, we went through so much hard situation, and I kept fighting and never gave up. And guys, please, all of you, we never know when we will die. So try to love more, share good experience, especially think about your next generation, and forgive and forget, and make friends with all around the world, and be nice to each other.
So what's your perspective from here? What do you see needing in California even?
Bokator is, people, not too many people know about Bokator, Cambodian martial art. The documentary right now is start to bring the story, the root, everything come out. That's for sure. I know exactly what it's gonna be. On top of that, I've been fighting for a long time. I want to make sure that my culture, Bokator, we well known in the United States in general, because I'm trying to plan to go back to Cambodia and visit the Olympic commissioners and all the government and try to bring them together and make sure that we work together and bring it up to the next level. That's my plan. Normally my plan never fail, because I'm a survivor, I'm a fighter. I do whatever I can do to make that happen. Yeah. One more thing. Thank you so much for coming. Everyone here is really special for everyone. From the rest, from my heart, from the rest of the crew, from all the producer, all the camera. Look at those, it's the volunteer. And they come here not for money, they come here to support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I want to go ahead and present the official selection plaque that we're giving to you today for surviving.